This ain't your mama's racing stream.
This is VRN, your trusted leader in e-motorsports.
Hey, welcome back, Vigilante Nation. The lights are shining bright over Nashville Superspeedway, and the stage is set for round 4 of the VRL Vanquish ARCA Series. This is the Vigilante Racing Network coming to you live as Season 5 charges into its first true test of tire discipline, rhythm, long-run execution under these Tennessee night sky. 3 races are behind us, the points are tightening, and now this 1.33-mile concrete coliseum is ready to reveal who's settling in as a contender and who's about to get humbled by this surface. Nashville doesn't give freebies. It demands patience, punishes overdriving, and exposes anyone who can't manage fall off when the run stretch is long. Tonight is not about fires off the fastest. It's about who can stay composed, stay calm, stay alive when the concrete starts taking the grip away, one lap at a time. So settle in, Vigilante Nation. The Music City night is about to test everyone. My name is Alan, and I'm bringing you all of the racing action here tonight. As always, we do want to hear from you. Make sure you join us in the conversation. The live chat this evening will feature selected comments on air, provided that they are safe for work and reflect the level of sportsmanship we've come to expect from our community. And as always, I want to thank my beautiful and talented wife, Lori, for managing this race from the scoring tower and keeping our drivers and this race on point for your viewing pleasure here tonight. And with that, we're going to get you over to some session details, let you know what's going on. All right, folks, here it is, Nashville Superspeedway. This is a great venue. I think you guys are going to enjoy this race tonight. It's going to be 150 virtual laps. That's 200 virtual miles around this circuit. The fuel capacity is at 45%, so that's going to be a lot of fuel stops here, which is great. 4 sets of additional tires over the wall for these drivers, so what they start on plus 4 more over the wall for pit stops. There is a fast repair in this series, and the incident limit is set to 25 and 6. As always, iRacing will control the cautions, the lucky dogs, and the wave arounds. Now, I mentioned, hey, we're settling in right now, and the top 5 drivers is up on point right now. Is the number 1 machine of Chris Gomes at 86 points, the 99 of Albert Anderson with 75 in second. Third place, John McAdam with 70 points. fourth is George Rincon, 68. And in fifth, Jonathan Osborne with 64. Now, George Rincon overtook Jonathan last week to take that fourth spot. So he's on a charge here. And as you can see, right there in that middle section, all the way up to second, it is super tight on these points. And the leader is not out of reach. Now, of course, we're only 3 rounds into this, so a lot's going to happen over the course of this season. So I hope you're around to witness every race with us. And I'm going to knock you over now to the main screen. Take a look here. These guys are right now going through their qualifying runs at the moment. As you see on your screen right now, making his qualifying run in the number 5 machine is Ryan Walton, newcomer to this series. Top of the leaderboard right now in qualifying is Chris Gomes. Second place, Mike Adamson. You got the 89 of Rose in third, Tyson fourth, and this man, Ryan Walton, in fifth as it currently stands. Only a few more minutes. Let's see how long they got left in this. Yeah, really less than 25 seconds to finish up their qualifying before we get ready to go live, folks. Nobody else is out there in the track. I think this is going to go ahead. We're going to start gridding up here in just a moment. Yep, nobody's out there at the moment. This track is going to be a lot of fun tonight, folks. This is concrete surfaces. Basically, yeah, a little more than if you think that Bristol is crazy. This is basically just a larger Bristol. The concrete surface is going to be interesting. It does race different than the asphalt does. Any driver will tell you that, even here in the sim. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see how well these guys manage the degradation in their tires this evening. Nashville is not your typical intermediate. Like I mentioned, it's a 1.33 mile concrete grinder with a rhythm all its own. The place looks simple, but it races technical. The surface is unforgiving. The grip is going to be streaky at times, and the line will narrow the faster these drivers go. You don't finesse Nashville, you're going to have to muscle it, manage it, and survive it. The track will reward drivers who can stay patient while still attacking the corner. So it's a fine line between success and failure. One missed break point ruins that lap. One slip on the concrete marbles can ruin your night. Nashville will expose anyone who cannot balance discipline, throttle control, and that tire life. Yeah, we are still not. I think I told you wrong when I looked at this, folks, as far as the timing. Anybody out there right now doing their quals, and they should be running out of time here. There they are. Now they're gridding up. So let's get your starting grid up here for tonight's race. Chris Gomes was able to hold on to that top spot there. So pole position for the number 1 machine. Mike Adamson second. Brian Rose in third. Scott Tice fourth. Fifth place, Ryan Walton. Sixth, Greg Parmalee, newcomer Greg Parmalee. Tony Benfield, 7th, and Dustin Eaton, 8th. And 9th place is Trevor Robertson. 10th is Jonathan Osborne. 11th, Andrew Cawthon. Aaron Warren is 12th. 13th, Dylan Bryant. 14th, Michael Brooks. 15th, Albert Anderson. 16th, Austin Fassett. 17th, John McAdam. Mike Everidge in 18th. George Rincon, 19th. 20th, Luke Chadwick. Brett McCoy, 22nd. Gordon Spain, 23rd. Kelly Kill, 24th. Timmy McAdam, 25th. 26th, Joseph Canellis. Tim McAdam Sr., 27th. Dalton Scaife, 28th. John Gallagher, 29th. Colin Decker, 30th. And 31st, Alex Anderson. Now, Lori is giving out some penalties here tonight, folks. So we'll see if she's going to have to extend this pace lap, because they usually just give them 1 here. Looking off the nose of your pole sitter, Chris Gomes, and you can see those lights are out on top of that pace car, which means they should be going green. Let's see if she got all the penalties given out from last week. We kind of had a messy Kansas, and I'll tell you about it here in a second. I guess we're going green right now, folks. Flag stand is going to control this first green flag. After that, it's going to be the leader. For this time, it's going to be Barney on the flag stand. Here we go. We are underway, folks. Green flag in the air. Chris Goins gets out to a good lead there over Brian Rose, who followed him through for second from that third starting position. Brian Walton already up to third in that number 5. Looks like a Kyle Busch throwback machine. Brian Rose going for the lead here on Chris Goins. Real early. Oh, we got a crash in the back. First caution. Austin Fassett, Luke Chadwick, and others are going to be involved. If we will get a look at that and see what happened. Didn't make it a lap. Hope that's not a indication of what's to come here for us tonight. Get back in here. See, indication here that Austin Fassett, Luke Chadwick, Alex Anderson, Timmy McAdam, and Dalton Scaife may be involved. All right, let's take a look over the shoulder. Right now, you're riding on board with Austin Fassett out of Eastern Pennsylvania. Oh, he just gets loose. And he gets to 82. A lot of people got involved here, actually, at 9 machine. $22 up there. People still coming in here, piling in on this one. Take another look from overhead. Yeah, easy to do. Cold tires, concrete track. Several drivers, more than what was indicated here on the overlays.
Black clear and then an EOL, please.
So first one out of the way already. Maybe this will get these drivers thinking a little bit about how they can be safe at the beginning of this run, get a little heat in those tires, and hopefully have some grip to race with.
You're welcome.
Let's reset for a moment before we get back underway. First place is still Chris Goins. Brian Rose now going to restart second. Ryan Walton third. Mike Adamson fourth. Tony Benfield already up 2 spots. He's going to restart 5th. And Scott Tice will restart 6th. So that's your first 3 rows as we're going to go back to green. It's going to be another lap, though, because the lights are not out on top of that pace car yet. Hey, folks, if you haven't already, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out. It helps these drivers out and get exposure. And yeah, we hope you enjoy being here. Additionally, hit the notification bell. We are live here routinely, always actually, every Wednesday and Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. On Monday, excuse me. Get tongue-tied tonight. On Wednesday nights, we have the Premier Series in the Craftsman trucks. That's our top series. And then here on Friday nights, we have the ARCA Vanquish Series. And we, like I said, live on both of those nights, Wednesday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Lights are going to go out on this pace car here, I'm assuming, and there they go. Going to hand control of the restart over to the leader, Chris Goins. Let me take a look on the chat here. TM Kitchen and Grill out there saying, let's go racing. All right, Jeremy Gammon out there. Let's go Ryan Walton. Pulling for Mr. Walton there. Albert Anderson Sr. Hello, nephew. Talking to Albert Anderson out here in the 99 machine, America's driver. He's currently running in the 11th position. Lori's out there greeting everybody in the chat. It's Nicole Decker out there pulling for Colin Decker, number 8. Making our way down the backstretch right now. 4 laps into this 150 lap event. We already have our first caution. So here's hoping we can get this a good green flag run going here. We should see this pace car pull off this time by. Get Lori out there saying hello to Nicole, and she's waving back. And here we go.
All good. This push and talk's not working.
Okay, green flag, green flag.
And we're back underway. See if we can, whoa, getting pretty tight here mid-pack. We're looking at Albert Anderson here. We got around 11, 12, 13 position here. Decided to go back in here into the action for this restart. Chris Goins has still got the lead up front over Rose by about a quarter second. This is where The rubber's meeting the road. Almost 4 wide here. 3 wide for sure. Riding on board behind that 3 wide battle with Andrew Cawthon. Has got a mirror full of a roadblock, a rolling roadblock. That Dalton Scaife off the track I see in the in my overlay here. Did not bring up caution. Like the top 10, 8 to 10, they're up there getting strung out single file. We're battling out here to do the same in the mid-pack. Well, at least we got a few green flag laps in there. Lori's hoping for a better race than last week. Last week was pretty rough. So let me go ahead and hit that now. Might be one of your favorite drivers. So we had 9 total penalties from last week. We'll read them off. All these drivers had to start at the rear of the field, rather. The number 27 of Timmy McAdam. The number 67 of Tim McAdam. The number 38 of Gordon Spain. The number 8 of Colin Decker. The 01 of Kelly Kill. The 4 of Dion Jones. The 20 of Joe Canales. The 69 of Dalton Scaife. And the 22 of Alex Anderson. So that might have been one of your favorite drivers, and they are starting from the rear for for a penalty. They only had 1. Yet if you are the root cause of an incident that's either spins out or crashes another driver, then you suffer a penalty the following week. All right, folks, tonight's broadcast is proudly brought to you by Trackside Graphics. If you're looking for top-tier design work or you need a custom livery that turns heads on the track, reach out to Austin via his email that you see there on your screen, and he will get you fixed up and ready for the next race. We thank Austin for bringing his company, Trackside Graphics, on board here for VRL's season in Vanquish and the Premier Series on Wednesday nights. All right, we're going to jump up front, check in on our leaders. Just going still holding it down with Brian Rose right there in second. Third place, newcomer Ryan Walton. Annette Kellogg's machine, number 5. Jones is maintaining about that quarter-second advantage I mentioned to you earlier. Got everybody trying to catch him. We look off the back deck of his car. You're going to have to be very disciplined here tonight if you're going to be fast. You can burn up your tires early and then find yourself in the hurt locker. It tends to go green once we get a few laps on the tires. A little battle here between Tony Benfield and Mike Adamson. Adamson on the outside in the Navy car. Stoney on the inside. Usually got a camera for Stoney. I don't have one tonight. Hey, Lori. Sorry, trying to halt my producer there. Got to mute the mic. All right, we're trying to figure out. We got a third onboard camera. We're trying to figure out who that is. And we'll figure it out in just a moment. But while we're talking about onboard cameras, let's go check out who they are. First one here is going to be Mr. Kelly Kill. Got this nice 3-screen setup he's got going on here. Plus, he kind enough to monitor the broadcast in real time there. That would be distracting to me. I don't know about you folks. So he gave us a great camera view each and every time he's on track, and we appreciate that from him. And the other camera that I know I have is the 81 of Jonathan Osborne. And right now, Jonathan's position is in 20th. Gives us a great shot every week as well. We appreciate him giving us extra content and showing us what it looks like inside their real world rigs as they race around these tracks for us every Wednesday and Friday. But back up here, Brian Rose has overtaken Chris Gomes for the lead now. The 89 machine showing the way. And the caution comes out. Looks like Michael Brooks may be involved in an incident. Second caution of the night. 16 laps into this. Brian Rose leading. Chris Gomes second right now. Mike Adamson third. Ryan Walton fourth. And Stoney Benfield fifth. 16 laps into this. Let's see if anybody decides to hit pit lane as they're going to catch the pace car here. We'll take a look at this incident.
Sorry if whoever I didn't run him out. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Over the shoulder. 92, Michael Brooks right here. Almost scrapes the wall, not quite. 14's behind him. That's Dustin Eaton. I think I heard Dust on the radio saying, hey man, sorry. Unfortunate situation.
Hey, no problem, Dustin. Thank
See
you.
what we can look at here with him. Dustin's got the 29 to his inside here. They almost get together. They don't quite. And then 14 tags him. You got the 01 and the 10 coming here. So Cawthon, Kelly Kill. And the 28 of Rincon gets a piece of it. So they are coming down, at least your leader right now. Brian Rose, Chris Gomes, everybody all the way down to 16th, as you can see. All making their way down pit lane. See if the leader decides to take tires here.
Hey guys, who has on the camera and an orange shirt?
But no tires here. Your leader or Chris Gomes. 89 still comes off first. Gomes is going to fall into second. Third place, Mike Adamson. Ryan Walton comes off fourth. Dylan Bryant in fifth. Dylan Bryant's up 8 spots so far tonight, so great run. Trevor Robertson up 3 into sixth. Albert Anderson into seventh with plus 8 positions now. Well, folks, if you're looking for a very well-run, clean league to run in, you like ARCA cars or Craftsman trucks, you can contact Lori for more information on how to join the grid via the Facebook page and the Discord link there on your screen. Now, this says for the Vanquish Series here on Friday night, ARCA cars, but the same contact information is good for the Craftsman Truck Series on Wednesday nights as well. We're looking at Brian Rose. See somebody's right there in front of him. What's this? So it must be getting the lap back. That's Alex Anderson at 22 out of Belton, Texas. He was, I think, he caught up in the incident a little bit earlier, so he's going to make his way around to the tail end of the field. Taking that lucky dog, looks like.
Up here, guys. I gotta go to the back.
All right, your leader's Brian Rose. You can see they're out of Berner, West Virginia. Has the lead right now, and he's going to control the restart of this race. We come around here, going to see this pace car pull off.
Come on, 67. Gotcha.
Pace car's off. Getting the control over Brian Rose. He's going to launch first.
Green flag, green flag.
There we go. We're back to green flag racing. Rose gets out to on the point very quick there. The number 1 is trying to fight off the 88 to hang on to second. With Ryan Walton pressing as well. 88's going to get there. He's alongside. We're 3 wide for second. 51 wanting to throw his hat into the ring. One is in a very precarious position here, that being Chris Gomes on the outside line. Starting to get it worked out just a little bit here. 2 wide now. 5 machine of Ryan Walton's up into second already. Chris Gomes is third. Able to hold on with that momentum on the outside line, prevailing over the 88. Got Jeremy Gammon out there in the chat saying Ryan Walton's rocking that Kyle Busch throwback scheme. Absolutely. Back from his days at Hendrick Motorsports.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get a closer look at that scheme right there. I like the effect he has on the paintwork as well. Tony the Tiger. They're great, right? Love me some bowl of Frosted Flakes. Get a top side view here. Car Quest. Good looking liveries. He's being challenged on the outside there, as you can see by the number 1, Chris Gomes. Chris really playing it patient here tonight, allowing a couple cars to get by. Thinking, I think he's banking on the long run here. America's Navy, the 88 machine of Mike Adamson right there behind him. Oh! Just as we come back, we see the 6 machine of Trevor Robertson scrape the wall coming out of 4. Like he's going to be okay, though. He's racing pretty hard here with Superman, Dylan Bryant. Six is going to hang on to it for the moment and try to go on to the attack with the 88. Going to get this other camera set up for the... We had a late join here. There's no problem. I'm going to get that set up right now. As you're watching Rose lead the way by more than half a second over Walton. We saw this man take the wave around just a bit earlier. It'll be Alex Anderson out of Belton, Texas. That was the onboard camera that I was trying to get to work here in the last couple of minutes. Sporting the VFW motorcycle group sign right there behind him. And we appreciate him giving us these shots, these onboard shots. He may be pulling some damage, perhaps. Want to hang on to it until a later point where he can get that fixed. Right now, running in 31st. I'll bring up this track map so you can see he's a good ways back, which makes me feel like you can see him lit up with the green circle there in 31st, which makes me think he may have some damage on his machine. Running a nice Navy machine there. Looks good.
If I need to pull off, I will. Just let me know.
Sounds like Tice might be having some connection issues as we jump back to the front here with Brian Rose still leading the way over the 5. However, Ryan Walton has closed it down. Under 0.2 of a second. It was over half a second. Now he's right there off the rear deck. Maybe looking for more. These guys are coming off 2. Really love these paint schemes and under the lights of Nashville. I like night races in general. Hope you guys do too. We have a fair amount of them on the schedule. 5 machine gets pretty close to the wall there. Looks like Chris Gomes may be on the attack. He's going for second, and he has it. One little slip, you saw it. Walton had just the slightest flip coming out of 4. The number 1 machine's pouncing. These guys are coming up on lap traffic now, so we're going to see how this works out for them. 5 is not giving up here. Immediately going back on the attack for the 1. That one car running down there that has no nose on it. Definitely having a hard time getting around here. Don't know who that was. And the 5 slips up again, allowing the 88 to get up underneath him. I don't know if he's losing his tire grip and he burned it up too hard, or it's just somebody's wrecking out here on the. But I don't see a caution coming out. We stay green. 31 laps complete of 150. Now, I didn't mention, you guys are racing super hard up here at the front, but I didn't mention how many laps they can go. About 26 on a tank. They were last on pit lane. For fuel, for the most part, I don't see anybody taking any. That might have, caution announcement is now out. See who that was. Looks like John Gallagher. Brian Rose is your leader. Chris Gomes second. Ryan Walton third. Let's take a look and see what happened to John. This is already in progress, so we're backing up just a little bit. This is Gallagher here in the multicolored machine that you see. It's like Lucky Charms going on. Coming off of 4.
Give me the yellow.
I think this car here has already had, yep, the 69 here of Dalton Scaife. Already had a good bit of damage. And then they touch, and that's all she wrote. A couple other guys get a little piece of it here. Ripped the right front right off of John Gallagher's machine. Where's John making his way on pit lane now? So these guys do have a fast repair in this series that they're able to use. That is assuming that John hasn't already had to use his. So let's take a look and see if he repairs it as soon as he gets there to his pit stall. I really do like this paint scheme he's for tonight. And there it is. He had to use his fast repair. So no more mulligans. That's it. You see everyone else making their way down pit lane. John's going to come back out and roll around. Don't know if he's going to be able to pass the pace car. I think he's going to end up a lap down here. All right, they're making their way off pit lane now. Brian Rose hangs on to the top spot, closely followed by Chris Gomes. Trevor Robertson right there in third, up 6 spots already tonight. Dylan Bryant in 5th, up 9 positions. And your biggest mover so far tonight, as I look down the list here, is actually Colin Decker. Colin is up 16 positions. If you recall, he had a penalty to start the night. So it's good news for him.
I'll catch back up, okay?
Take a look at the chat while we have a chance. TM Kitchen and Grill out there saying hello to Lori. Lori's greeting everyone. I don't think I'm going to say this right, but Luke Pedrosa. It looks like a lot of fun out there, and Lori's confirming it is. Some tracks more than others. Yeah, no doubt. Kansas, we thought Kansas was going to be a very clean race, and it turned out to be a lot of incidents last week. So, never know. If we're coming around here, we've completed, or we're completing lap 35 once we go back to green here, out of 150 laps. Let's see who took tires. Up at the front, we have a little mixed bag. Your top 5 down to Jonathan Osborne did not take tires. Ryan Walton right here. This man has new tires right here in the middle. Not middle. He's in 7th, 8th. And a few others back through, sprinkled through the field. So we're going to have comers and goers this run, folks. Your leaders are on old tires. And Hungry Hounds behind them on new tires. His car is off onto pit lane, handing control over to the 89 of Brian Rose.
Green, green, green.
And he's launched into the restart zone. We go. The one machine gets a better start on the outside this time. She's kind of staying with him. The battle on for second right now between Trevor Robertson and Dylan Bryant. Dylan's hanging onto that outside momentum, and he completes the pass here.
Sorry, 27. I didn't know you were down there.
Guys are getting after it. Some of them are going down onto the apron down there. That's, you know, over time that can cause some degradation to your tires if you do it every time, but it is a shorter distance. So if you need a couple of quick fast laps to get away from somebody, you might try it. Looks like Chris Goins is looking a little more sporty this time, where he may want to get up here and get control of this race. Surprising, and maybe we'll see it into the tire run, that we don't have more of these 4-tire guys running through the front half of the field. Like I mentioned, Mike Adamson now is the first car in 7th with 4 fresh field goods. Lori said Goins is running a dumpster truck tonight. Let's take a look. See if we can get a good look at his paint scheme here. Elite Dumpster Technologies. I think he ran that in honor of Lori, actually. Pretty good shot of that machine. Elite Dumpster. Dylan Bryant's made his way up to 3rd. He's looking super hungry. He is very fast at this track. Always has been. I think I remember him running a number 8 Pepsi machine once when he first joined the league, and he was super fast at this track. Looking to make a move here maybe on Chris Goins. Really tight up front here. We're on lap 33 to get fuel. See, what did I tell you? They said they could go 26-ish laps. One's making a move for the lead here. Not there yet. 51's looking to capitalize, maybe split the difference. He's going to go to the outside, take the momentum. One is going to be the loser in this scenario, likely, as these cars on the outside are going to have that momentum. If you're going to take that move, but as I say that, he does fight back on the inside, trying to get alongside again, getting a great run out of turn 4. Almost, we are 3 wide going into 1. Don't know who's in trouble here. I think the 1 is. 88's going to the outside now as well. 51 takes the lead. 6th is coming up in here to take a little look in. Maybe follow the 88 through on the outside. Dylan Bryant, your new leader. Superman has taken over the lead. Everybody else is trying to track him down. Concrete Carl, Mike Adamson is up there in 2nd. We call him that because he's like Carl Edwards. You show him a patch of concrete, and he is super fast. He's fast everywhere we go, but concrete is something special for the 88 machine. And you're seeing that on full display tonight. This all started with the 1 of Chris Goins deciding he was going to take a move for the lead. Didn't complete the pass, and then it ended up with him and Brian Rose falling back behind Dylan Bryant and Mike Adamson. Our next round of green flag pit stops, if we get to that point, it's going to be around lap 59. Our calculations are locked on properly. One machine of Chris Goins was able to get up in, stop the bleeding rather. Everybody kept kind of getting to his outside. Probably still taking care of his tires and may make a move here on Brian Rhodes to get back up to third. Jeremy Gannon out there saying concrete tracks are cool and fun. Absolutely. They have a different feel to them, and they certainly chew up tires differently. Not necessarily worse, just kind of different. It's just odd. As you see, the one does take over that position for Brian Rose. Brian's going to try to fight back on the inside, though. Gets to his quarter panel, trying to pull him back. Riding on board with Brian right now. See how hard he's working in this machine. The 99 of Albert Anderson coming up through here, up 11 spots. You saw him coming by Brian on the inside. I think we're starting to see the effects of these new versus old tires. Let me take a look. Yes, Albert Anderson is on fresh rubber. So is Mike Adamson out there in the lead. Gordon Spain's making his way through fresh rubber again. So now we're seeing these comers and goers, like I mentioned, might happen. Got to reset you a bit and go through the field perhaps and show you where your favorite driver is running. Here's your current leader, Mike Adamson. That 88 Navy machine, good looking machine. Mike, I'm with you, buddy. Races out of Sanford, Florida. Like I mentioned, super good on concrete. 51, Dylan Bryant, up 11 spots. So he did not take tires, and he still drove that machine to the front. Up 11 spots so far tonight in second. Chris Goins is in third. He's not on new tires either. Trying to save them for the end of this race and maybe have an advantage. Here comes that good-looking Pennzoil machine of Albert Anderson of Washington, D.C. He's running fourth, up 11 spots on fresh rubber, looking to make some hay. 38, Gordon Spain. Bass Pro Shops out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. Up 18 spots. And as I look, he's still not the biggest gainer. Colin Decker with 21 spots back in 10th is. Brian Rose, early leader out of Verner, West Virginia. Right now running 6th. Ryan Walton in that CarQuest Kellogg's machine, running in 7th.
All good, buddy. No problem.
Don McAdam, 47, running 8th right now. He's your biggest gainer of the night so far. Colin Decker out of Milan, New York, up 22 spots, now in 9th. Trevor Robertson running the Buc-ee's number 6 out of McCrory, Arkansas, 10th. Brett McCoy, the 29 Budweiser machine. Right now he's running 11th. Got Jonathan Osborne running in that number 81 Daystar machine. Doing a great job. Right now running 12th. Down a couple of spots, but let's see. Did Jonathan take? He has not taken tires. He's trying to save his for the end for some strategy as well. And we appreciate him giving us those onboard look here tonight. In 13th, you have the number 9 machine, Luke Chadwick, changing it out from, I think he had Goody's headache powders most of the time. Triple S Sports here, the number 9, with a Haviland paint looking scheme out of Dallas, Texas, running in 13th. That's Sneaton. The PeerlessPump.com machine, number 14, running in 14th. 14 and 14th. There we go. Timmy McAdam in 15th, up 10 spots so far. Make that 11 as he takes over that position, I believe, for George Rincon here in the 15th position, rather. Scott Tyson's making his way around George. George's in the 28, Scott Tyson at 24. Got Stoney Benfield, the 811 Cooks machine, number 75 out of Albemarle, North Carolina, running 17th. And here's newcomer Greg Parmalee in 18th. Had a really good run here tonight for qualifying. He's down 12 spots, so at the moment running 18th. Let's see, did he take tires? He did, so we'll see if he can make up some of that ground. And then here's Austin Fassett out of Eastern Pennsylvania, running in the 19th position. Austin owns the sponsor for this season here, Trackside Graphics. If you're looking for great liveries, logos, and designs, contact Trackside Graphics and Austin via his email you see there on your screen. And we thank him for coming on board this season. Sponsor both of the series here in VRL. 23, Aaron Warren out of Jasper, Alabama is running in 20th. Tim McAdams Sr. in that K&N, that's a good-looking livery, too. Number 67, running 21st out of Mildred, Pennsylvania. Mike Everidge running 22nd right now out of Melbourne, Kentucky. The 09 D&D recycler machine. So the 9 and the 09 have Haviland schemes on there. I wonder if that's by design. Hey, right now Dylan's running 23rd. Michael Brooks running 24th in that Wrangler machine. Still got the nose off of that. I don't know if maybe he already used up his fast repair. And Trevor Roberts is back here in 25th, down 16 spots. Don't know why that is at the moment. Car looks okay. John Gallagher in 123, saw him get tore up pretty good earlier, but used his fast repair. Races with us out of Roseville, California, in 26th. 69, Dalton Scaife, 27th. It looks like Andrew Cawthon is on pit lane. Likely out of the race or getting repairs done at the moment, as I see a meatball flag for him. Alex Anderson is on track, and he is racing out of Belton, Texas. Thought I had this dialed up for him, but maybe not. There's a good look at him right now, running that number 22 in Navy machine. Got his windshield here and see what he's looking at. Looking super focused at the moment. Making his way through. Wouldn't get really tight. Almost hits that outside wall on 4. And then we have Joe Canellis is on pit lane. And I think Kelly Keel's out of the race. Your leader is still Mike Adamson. With Dylan Bryant in hot pursuit. Dylan doing a great job, considering he didn't take any tires, folks. Gordon Spain is now in 3rd. Being followed closely right there by the number 1, Chris Gomes. We are 60 laps into this. I think I told you we should start seeing any time now all these cars hitting pit lane. Brian Rose on pit lane right now. One of your front runners going down for his service. We'll see what happens here with these other guys.
29. Good bid.
Just heard McCoy calling out. He's going to pit lane. Superman Dylan Bryant's calling out. He's going to pit lane. See him right there behind the 88 in second. And your leader's calling out. He's going to pit lane. We're going to have a lot of comers this time. They're going to come down on 61. Ross to start finish on pit lane to start 62.
24 pitting.
Here we go. Let's see if anybody has any issues here.
81 is pitting.
Everybody's really pushing it.
9 bidding. Pitting in this next time.
Oh, somebody goes around there. 22. 27 almost gets into him. They do a great job of staying off each other.
1 pitting this time.
Let's follow Luke Chadwick down pit lane here. See if he takes tires.
30 pitting this time.
See him slide into his box here.
23
Yep.
this time.
Taking right sides for sure. Most likely going to take all 4. Can't imagine he wouldn't. Chris Gomes already on his way off pit lane. No, never mind. On to pit lane. I'll be surprised if he doesn't take 4 tires right here this time. Just trying to squeeze his way past John Gallagher here.
I'm trying to get out here to this lane.
Yep, taking tires. Gordon Spain might come around here and take the lead here, folks. Should jump straight to the front. There we go. He's up to 4th. 3rd. All the way to the front. This is your leader, Gordon Spain. He went down on 61. You can see the difference that 1 lap can make. Went in 1 lap earlier than the guys he was chasing. He was in 3rd at the time of these green flag pit stops. He has about just over a 3-second advantage over Albert Anderson. Albert Anderson second right now has not. I take that back. He did hit pit lane. I don't think he was there long enough to take any tires though.
Dylan, full tires there, man. Trying to push it with you.
Trying to get past Dylan Simmons here in the 09. Right behind America's driver, you got Ryan Walton. He's in third. He's not on new tires for this run either. When I talk about this, you got to pay a tire tax in these races here in VRL. The drivers, kind of like NASCAR, the Cup Series drivers, say, hey man, make it harder on us. So Lori went to her lab and started scheming, how can I make this harder? But she took away tires. She said, all right, boys, you got to make X amount of stops, based on fuel load. And you're not going to be able to take tires every time you go down pit lane. There's going to have to be one stint that you skip. So you got to double stint tires at some point in this race to a degree. So that's where we're at right now. These guys are managing when they decide to pay the tire tax, so to speak, where they have to run a double stint. Right now, your leader, Gordon Spain, and I'm going to run through the field here and just tell you who took tires that time. So we're going to see some comers and goers through this stint. Gordon Spain did not take tires. Albert Anderson did not take tires from what I can see. He's got a little bit longer of a stop there. 10 seconds versus 8, but usually you have to do about 14 to take tires on. Walton did not take tires. They're in the 5 machine. Colin Decker up 27 spots already tonight, folks. Doing some strategy here. He did not take tires this time. See the 88 trying to get around him here. That's Mike Adamson. He took tires. But 88 is probably going to go right back to the front here. Dylan Bryant, the 51, is on fresh tires. Chris Gomes is on fresh tires in 7th. Really, he's in 7th, and as I look back all the way through, Stoney Benfield in 12th. All these guys took tires. It's going to be Trevor Robertson, Ryan Rose, John McAdam in 47, Dustin Eaton, and Stoney Benfield in the 75. Now you get to Austin Fassett. Let's see, no, George Rincon. And as I'm saying, these guys are making their way in the front. George Rincon is now he's in 13th on fresh tires, and so is Luke Chadwick, 14th on fresh tires. You get to Austin Fassett here in the 30 machine. He's paying his tire tax right now. Does not have fresh rubber. Nor does Brett McCoy in that 29. Jonathan Osborne is on fresh tires in the 81. Timmy McAdam is on fresh tires. 27 machine. Scott Tice is on fresh tires. Greg Parmalee on fresh tires. Mike Everidge is not. Aaron Warren, fresh tires. Tim McAdam Sr. is on fresh tires. Dylan Simmons on fresh tires. And John Gallagher is not. Dalton Scaife, he's lapped down, but he's on fresh tires in that 69 machine. And Michael Brooks is on pit lane right now. Pretty well tore up. So that's through the field. As you see, Albert Anderson is now taking over the lead there, Anderson Nation. Probably really rooting for him to win this thing. He's on a strategy. I don't think he took tires there, but I'm not positive. But he may just did a great job at saving his tires. He's got Gordon Spain trying to hunt him down there in second, though. 72 laps complete. We're coming up on halfway, folks. Or he's out there talking about the She said I'm being rude in the chat. She said I'm being rude. Why you gotta call me out like that? Hey, I'm just laying credit where it lies. They asked you to do it. We can't help it. These guys love to be punished, and you punish them with fewer tires. Right now, Albert's out to 1 1/4 advantage over Adamson, who just took over second from Gordon Spain in the Navy 88 machine. All right, we went in the 60s here. They went on lap 61, 62, 60. So let's see who's going to go in first. I think I said 26 laps. We'll look at like lap 60 is kind of the mark, since that was kind of the first cars who went in. So we should be looking around up 86, so another 12 laps or so before we see the next green flag pit stops. And with that, folks, we're going to do a crank it up segment. But if you like to hear what it sounds like in these virtual cars of these drivers who usually have their speakers wide open, go ahead and turn up your headset or your computer speakers or the television. And we're going to go crank it up. Hope you enjoyed this. Be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that Crank It Up segment. If you like the competition you see here tonight and how hard these guys are running, make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Friday night, because we're watching this battle right here for 4th, 5th, and 6th. It is on. This is Gordon Spain, actually at 5th, 6th, and 7th. Colin Decker and Ryan Walton. As I mentioned, make sure you like and subscribe. It helps us out, helps the drivers out as well. And hit the notification bell. We do have special events. We like to run sports cars, so we occasionally go out and run GT3s or GTP cars. Running left and right, we have a contingency within both of our series who love that type of racing. And if you want to watch us take on these endurance 24 or 12-hour events, some as few as 6 hours, hit the notification bell and you'll be notified anytime we go live. This is an incredible battle we have right now between the 8 and the 38. Neither willing to give in an inch. And Ryan Walton just, I don't know if he doesn't, he's just playing it wily here, making sure he's ready to pounce when these guys make a mistake, or he's also probably just making sure he doesn't get caught up in an accident. Like that Colin may be the one who loses out a bit here. Other cars are piling up behind him where John McAdam, Dustin Eaton coming to the fight. Actually make that John McAdam, and 82 is a lap car. Running 24, so not part of the fight here, but we got a 4-car battle here
67.
for the 6th position. Up front, you're not missing anything. Adamson has the lead. Anderson is in second, about 4/10 back, and Chris Gomes is 0.8 back over your leader, running in third. The closest battle you have on the track right now, and it's just not letting up. I hear Walton's calling out he's going to hit pit lane. He said about lap 86. They've gone 80 to 88. We're right in the ballpark here. 38's going in. 47's going in. Oh, 5's getting out. He's trying to hang on to it. Spins out. 8 gets into him. Oh, he loses his front bumper cover. That's going to definitely hurt his chances of winning here tonight. He's going to need some luck, like a caution to get him back into this and hopefully get back into contention. We see others hitting pit lane right now. 51's on pit lane. John McAdam is on pit lane. Gordon Spain, Timmy McAdam, Austin Fawcett, Colin Decker. Hard to see their schemes with the way the lights are right through here. Mike Adamson, your leader, hitting pit lane, and it's going to relinquish the lead over to Albert Anderson in that 99. Calling out, he's going to pit lane as well. And Chris Gomes on his outside. This is going to be interesting. How are they going to make it in here? I think Chris is going to drop in behind 99, maybe. I just see. Oh no, this is what I was afraid of. They both go around. No damage, but that's going to hurt their time on the track. No caution, 90 laps complete.
What kind of rejoin was that?
Aaron Warren's on pit lane. Mike Adamson's coming around, might be taking over the lead here. Coming off pit lane, actually, Trevor Robertson's going to take over the lead. Has Trevor been on pit lane yet? Yes. Maybe not. I'm watching. He was on like 78. We saw he dropped way back in the field. I don't know if he had an issue, but here we go. Albert Anderson coming off pit lane. First of those who were on it. Showing him in the lead at the moment. I think Trevor Robertson took that lead, though. Or about to. Here he goes. There he goes, right around the 99. They're probably going to hunt him down pretty quick, though. And Anderson did take tires. And consider that both he and the number 1 of Chris Gomes did half spins there entering pit lane. Doesn't appear to have hurt them too badly. Robertson is your leader. He has about a second advantage, but you see that dropping very quickly. As Mike Adamson starting to track him down in that number 88 Navy machine. Let's go Navy. I got to say that. My son's in the Navy. And Mike is sporting those colors tonight. Stanford, Florida. Looking fast, Concrete Carl is. We mentioned that earlier. Let's kind of run back through this a second. And right now, Dylan Bryant's taking over third from Albert Anderson out of Stem, North Carolina, that 51 Superman machine. Albert Anderson is in fourth now, up 11 spots. Let's see, and all these guys have taken tires, by the way. I'm looking back through the field. Everybody who hit pit lane took tires. 89, Brian Rose getting back into the action here out of West Virginia, running fifth. Chris Goins, oh, this is pretty close here between 47. That's Sean McAdam. The 89 of Rose and Chris Goins here, you see. It's super tight. Get that nameplate out of your way. One machine's really wanting to get past this 89. He knows that 47's coming. McAdam's hungry. The 82 you see in front of this trio. Oh, you see Brian Rose get a piece of the wall. The 82 is Mike Average running in 21st, not part of this battle. Got Jalemi out there saying, hey, let's go Walton. Old Decker. And great racing tonight. I agree. Really, really good racing with these guys. And you see how tight they're racing, but they're being respectful and keeping it clean. And, you know, minor little hiccups and mistakes, but hey, we're human. These cars will act unpredictably at times. And that's what tends to happen. But you got number one here, taking over fifth position, but being hotly pursued there by John McAdam in the 47. You know this one machine wants to get up there very quick. Because Mike Adamson's now taking over the lead in that 88 Navy machine. And he's going to set sail, pardon the pun, and see if he can take home the victory here tonight in Nashville. Trevor Robertson right there is his pursuer. He's in second. Guys are even on tires, actually not even on laps though. Trevor went in at lap 78, so has an 11 lap deficit to your leader, Mike Adamson. Get a good look at that Bucky's machine of Trevor Robertson. Making his way off turn 4. Had a couple early cautions tonight, folks, and then it's kind of been pretty good since then. 3, in fact, 3 yellows tonight. Drop back here, you see battle for third between Dylan Bryant and Albert Anderson. Both of these guys, let's see, Anderson, wide advantage over Dylan Bryant as far as 2 laps fresher tires. We'll see if he is able to get around him. And then a little ways back, you got Chris Goins trying to track him down. He's pulled away just a bit from the 47 of John McAdam. Let's see what kind of deficit he needs to make up here as we take a look at the battle box. See Chris Goins running there in 5th in the very middle. He's about 2.4 seconds back of Albert Anderson. Close it down a bit through that turn. Let's see if that trend continues. Is he catching 4th place? Which means he'd be right on top of 3rd as well, because they're right together. It's happened. It's not happening drastically. He did bring down to 10th right there. No, I take that back. He's definitely catching. But he's going to want to go faster than that. But it's a fine line, like I mentioned top of the broadcast, though. You don't want to burn your tires up. For this battle box here, let's see the spread on the track. I'll take a look at the track map. We are all over this place. Most of us on the front stretch at the moment. But you can see not one area of the track doesn't have cars racing on it. As we see here, Tim McAdam Sr. Actually, that's a past 4 position, folks, between 67 and 82. There's another one. Brett McCoy getting around Aaron Warren here. Both these guys, the 10-lap difference there, though. Oh, you see Aaron coming back, trying to do the crossover. Brett McCoy should have Trying to get a look as they keep moving around on me here. No, Aaron should have fresher tires than Brett McCoy does by about 10 laps. This is the closest battle at the moment here on the track. Everybody else is pretty well spread out as we are on lap 103 of 150. We take a blimp view here of the track, and we'll switch back up here and take a look at Mike Adamson, that battle we were just watching. Your leader, Mike Adamson, here is tracking them down. You can see them going through 1 and 2 right now. Mike has stretched his lead over Trevor Robertson to going on 2 seconds. He's 1.967. Yep, and you hear Trevor calling out. He's hitting pit lane. His tires are giving up. So Nat will relinquish second place over to Dylan Bryant, the 51. Go back here and see how far. That's what the difference looks like right there. Your 51 machine trying to chase down your leader, Mike Adamson. All right, folks, once again, tonight's broadcast is proudly brought to you by Trackside Graphics. If you're looking for top-tier design work or need a custom livery that turns heads on the track, reach out to Austin via his email you see there on your screen, and he will get you fixed up for your next race and make sure you're looking your best out there on the track. And what I hear is his designs can actually make you faster. So ask him about that special deal. No, but sincerely, we appreciate Austin bringing on Trackside Graphics this season for both the Vanquish and the Premier Series, which is the Wednesday night Craftsman Truck Series. 106 laps complete here. Let me take a look and kind of see when we expect these guys back on pit lane. Let's see, your leader was on pit lane at 89, so we'll use that as kind of the benchmark here. So we're looking at about 115, so about another 8 laps, maybe a couple more, maybe 10 to 11. They've been going a bit further, saving fuel. So with that, let's run through and show you where your favorite driver is running. Mike Adamson, first position. That good-looking Navy machine has set sail over the horizon from these guys by almost 3 seconds. Second place, Dylan Bryant's trying to chase him down up 11 spots. Albert Anderson's running third up 12 positions. Looking really good for a great finish here tonight, if not going up here and trying to take away the lead and the victory. Chris Goins here in fourth. We mentioned he was tracking these guys down. Let's see if it's any closer. Yep, he's right there. Nope, that's not it. He has tracked down Albert Anderson. He's down to less than 2 seconds, about a second and a half. So still making progress, but a long way to go. It did not help when he and Albert Anderson had a half spin going on pit lane earlier. John McAdam running fifth up 12 spots right now. Brian Rose, early leader out of Vernon, West Virginia, running in sixth. Ryan Walton running seventh. That good-looking 5 machine. Tony Benfield out of Albemarle, North Carolina, in the 811 Cook 75, running in eighth. Justin Eaton running in ninth position out of Temple, Texas, gets a little piece of the wall there as we came to him. George Rincon in that Goodwiser number 28 out of Cumming, Georgia, running ninth. Luke Chadwick up 11 spots right now, running in 10th. Scott Tyson at Ole Miss 24 is 11th. Jonathan Osborne in the Daystar machine, number 81, is in 12th. Aaron Warren in that Alabama Light 23, 13th. Newcomer Greg Parmalee running in the 14th position in that 04. Austin Fassett out of Eastern Pennsylvania running 15th. Timmy McAdam in that 27 is running 16th. Trevor Robertson's up in second a little earlier. Just hit his pit lane early. You should see him kind of cycle back towards the front. Right now, running 17th. Here, Tice going in. You got Tim McAdam running 18th in that 67 K&N machine.
04 is pitting.
Brian Rose just hit pit lane. I think we talked about him going through the field here, so now he's come out a little further back. 09 of Dylan Simmons running in the 20th position. Gordon Spain, that Bass Pro Shops 38, is in 21st. Brett McCoy in the Budweiser 29 is running 22nd. Colin Decker in the 8 is running 23rd. Mike Everidge, the 82 is running 24th. The 69 of Dalton Scaife and that Coca-Cola machine running in 25th. The 22 Navy machine, Alex Anderson, running 26th. John Gallagher's on pit lane. Looks like he is a couple laps down. Don't know if he's still trying to get back out there or not. And that's it, folks. Everybody else is off the track. We'll cycle back to your leader, Mike Adamson.
57 pit head.
Still kind of flirting with a 3-second advantage over Dylan Bryant in the 51. 114 laps complete. So we should be right in the pocket here. We are seeing Hakers. Chris Goins on pit lane. Jonathan Osborne's already on pit lane. Tim McAdams Sr. making his way down. Mike Adamson, your leader, relinquishes it. Come on pit lane right on time. Going to cross to 115 once he hits his box. And I'll keep an eye out to let you know if anybody only took 2. I think most of these drivers have already paid their tire tax tonight. Dylan Bryant has taken over the lead, stays out. New leader, Dylan Bryant, up 12 spots now in that 51. Albert Anderson second, John McAdam third. Here he comes. Really trying to get in there as hot as he can. John McAdam's going to follow him in at 47. This should pull Anderson and others in because they don't want to lose time on older tires. Current leader, Albert Anderson. Pennzoil 99, America's driver. This is going to be the money stop. I don't think it's not going to get them at the end. Let me take a look. He goes around again. These other drivers went in at let's see, the latest one was like 112. Who was that? That's like Osborne. Some of the other leaders was like 111. Are they going to get them? Yeah, they're going to stop again for sure. So every stop right now is important, but it is not the last stop of the night here. Or Fassett calling out. He's going to pit lane. It's right on board here with Albert Anderson for a lap. Going in, coming out in 1, going into 2. Onto the backstretch. And as high to the outside wall as you can. Through this section here. Oh, don't know if he meant to do that. Decided to get down on the apron early. Making his way on pit lane. We kind of caught that in real time.
9 car in this time.
Maybe he did, just trying to make sure he's safe. Last time he hit pit lane, he was involved in a half spin with the number 1 machine. George Rincon's going to assume the lead here. Staying out. Good Weiser Chevrolet. Tune in next week, folks. We're going to Legacy Atlanta. That's the old Atlanta. The old tire chew. The tire track that's going to just chew those tires to pieces. That's not the new Atlanta, not the super speedway kind of style Atlanta. That's the old school one that Kevin Harvick loved so much, and he was very successful there. So check us out next Friday. What's that going to be? That's the 5th of June. We'll go live at 8:45 Eastern. We'll see if he's going to take some tires here. That is the 28. Yep. Again, I think all of the drivers pretty much paid their tire tax here. 51 assumes the lead with Trevor Robertson in close proximity. Caution is out. That's going to be a lifesaver for some and a nightmare for others. Let's see how it works out. So we should be. We were not. Let me take a look. We were not through that green flag pit stop cycle. We were close. As I look at it again here, taking a look. Now we're pretty close. So most of these guys probably already hit pit lane. I think we're going to see no tires on some of these stops. So if they go down to take fuel, and that was involving Luke Chadwick. So let's see what happened with him.
Got to check up for pace car.
He's coming off pit lane. Oh, it just gets a little wide, hits the grass, and spins him just to where he's on track. Yeah, if they hadn't had that second one there, it wouldn't have been a caution. He was trying to keep it out of the racing line as not to be an impediment to the other drivers coming around out of turn 2.
Telling me to let the 2A by.
He just hit pit lane. He was coming off, so he shouldn't. I don't know if he's going to go back down again. He did, spin his tires there, but he can't afford not to keep those tires on. He's going to stay out here. Probably take a wave around if you can. Get a word with Mr. Chadwick. WBR Racing. Hey, Luke, it's Alan in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, man, what happened there? Looked like you just got a little loose. Maybe touched the grass coming off pit lane.
Man, so, just trying to give it all to stay on lead lap and everything, and caught a little bit of that grass, and it was kind of like the meme of like, oh no, oh no, oh no, and it just got away from me. Luckily, there was no one coming around, and we'll see how that affects my race. But
I gotta say, man, we kind of watched what happened to you there. You went out on the track and you were getting spun, but I saw how you swung it quickly, trying to get out of the racing line. That was tremendous on your part to make sure you try not to catch anybody else up into the spin there.
Oh yeah, no, especially from the first wreck, I'm racing without a fast repair, so trying to be cautious and also aggressive at the same time.
Yeah, no doubt. So are you going to get the wave around here, or did somebody stay out and trap you down a lap?
It's telling me to let the 5 by, so I think I'm gonna have to be strapped down, and we'll see how this goes. I got fresh tires though. Hopefully they're warm after that little spin. And we'll see.
Yeah. Maybe an advantage in the end. We'll see. We're going to be probably 25 laps to go here as we get ready to go after it. Hopefully it doesn't turn into cautions, breeding cautions, buddy, and you can dodge any accidents that do happen. But I thank you for talking to me, and I'll let you get refocused.
All right, Alan, I appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, Luke, but also before I let you go, since I do have you, got any shout-outs you want to make real quick?
Yes, shout out to my nephews, Colton Cooper, and my sister, who's texting me while I'm driving, and I can't pay attention to that, so shout out to them.
Well, if she's watching, she got the message. You're a little tied up right now. Hopefully, you got to give her some trouble later. Hey, that's why I spun out coming off pit lane. You kept texting me.
Yeah, right.
All right, buddy. Good luck to you the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, sir. We'll see you later.
Yeah, man. All right, Luke Chadwick there. Having a little bit of a little problem coming off pit lane, but hey, man, made the best of it. Tried to, as a good sportsman would, not wanting to catch anybody else up in that wreck. So did bring out the caution. And if you're a fan of NASCAR, you know how this works lots of times. Cautions may breed cautions. But we have a new leader at the front, Mr. Dustin Eaton in that 14 out of Temple, Texas, is going to have control of this restart. And he went down pit lane, took tires out. Mike Adamson did not there in second. See how this works out. Car is off. You're going to see him come down here to the restart zone. And once he launches, that green flag will wave. There we go. End of the 4th caution overall tonight. 14 gets a great jump on the field. George Rincon there in 2nd place, trying to hang on to the outside. Not going to be able to do it as the 88 gets around for 2nd. And you got America's driver, Albert Anderson, looking to make it in on the inside as well. He's going to fight back on the outside. And looky, you got dumpster fire number 1 coming up in here to get after it. Going to be 3 wide, maybe going into turn 1. We just crossed the start-finish line. The 5 machine gets around down there. That's Ryan Walton, looking very sporty. Chris Gomes tries to fight back on the outside, gets momentum. He's going to get along the 5 here. This is really a battle for third place right now. Adamson just took the lead over Dustin Eaton. This is a battle for third. The 5 and the 1. The 28 and the 99. One machine got to the outside of the 28s. It's going to be a disaster. Hopefully not. No, they touch. And they just barely get through there. But look at the rest of this behind them as well. Off the rear deck here of Gomes. He's going into 3. All right, Walton's right there behind him. But look at those cars just really lined up back here. .24 laps to go. Get pretty heated. Dustin Eaton is taking over the lead. Oh, let's take a look at the front. Oh no, Mike Adamson, something's happened to him. We're going to go back and take a look and see. Oh no, we're going to have a wreck here with the 24. Goes into the infield grass. That was Scott Tice. No caution. Maybe you can keep it straight coming out of the grass. Chris Gomes is your new leader. Caution's out. Okay, we got a lot to unpack here, folks. We're going to go back and take a look and see what happened. Dustin Eaton here. And then we'll ride and take a look. Okay, this is what happened. I knew something went on here. Okay, these guys are battling for... This is for the lead.
Checking up for pace.
Back up just a little bit. Watch this battle. We were watching a pretty intense battle in the pack there. And we missed out. So we're going to take a look. While we're under caution, watch this replay for the lead and what happened subsequently. We were watching that battle right behind them, thinking this was going to be maybe just a inline 1 and 2 here for a bit. But 88's going to try and make the pass here. Coming out of 2. It's a run. Oh, slides up a bit. Touches the 14. They touch again. Keeping it clean still so far. Going through 2. .88 drops back in line. Don't worry, folks. You're not missing anything live in the race. They're still under caution right now. .88 gets a good run out of 4. Oh, 14 gets loose. Just as the 88's right there in his rear deck. And that's what happens. That's how he went around. So now we saw it for ourselves. No damage, but definitely this late in the race, that's going to probably cost him an opportunity to win it. Okay, folks, I just want to take you back and show you what happened there. And then what brought out the caution here. Let's take a look. I think it might have been hard to say. Go back to the field a bit here. He's got Tice off of it, but I think it's going to be right here between the 75 and the 89. So the 89 is Rose. 75 is Faster Pasture. Looking for his number here. We've got Brian Rose here in the 89. Is in, yeah, just kind of the same thing, just a little touch. And that's all it took, and that's what brought up caution. Go back to live right here, coming out of the replay. Got 20 laps to go. Glad I was able to get that in and show you guys what happened. See this pace car pull off, handing over control of the restart to Chris Gomes in that number 1 machine. we're not quite there yet. We're going down the backstretch.
Sorry about that.
Here's some fuel savings going on here. Riding on board with Chris Gomes.
All good.
Yeah, Lori's out there saying guys are racing for the hard charger bonus points. Indeed.
Language.
And right now, you have a tie in that category with Albert Anderson and Georgia Rincon. They're running 4th and 8th, respectively. Pace car is off. Handing over the restart. When he gets to the zone up here, the green on the wall, the Gomes. And he takes off, and we're back underway. Let's get a great launch over Albert Anderson and Ryan Walton. Ryan's out there on the outside trying to hang on to momentum. Oh, he gets touched a little bit by the 51. He's into the wall. He saves it incredibly. But he went backwards, and now we're 3 or 4 wide just trying to make sure he doesn't get wrecked. Oh, really unfortunate there for the number 5 machine of Ryan Walton. Back up front here, Chris Gomes is out to already a 0.3 second lead over Albert Anderson. And Dylan Bryan is fighting here with John McAdam. 6 is here, the 88's here. All these guys are going for this position. 51's trying to get up here, make some hay. 18 laps to go. And we're nearly 3 wide here. We're going to jump back here and ride on board with Mike Adams. He's on the outside of the 6 of Trevor Robertson. Trying to keep any cautions back out. It doesn't really show me what happened. Not giving up anybody. Let's take a look. All right. So, Chris Gomes still has the lead. Albert Anderson second. Dylan Bryant's going to be in third for the restart. John McAdam fourth. Mike Adamson fifth. As it currently runs.
I watched them just a little bit, barely tapped you, man.
Let's take a look at this yellow. And since this one didn't register, we just kind of got to go back through the field on that lap when it came out and see if anybody is in trouble. And I don't see it. So kind of a ghost caution. Somebody probably got sideways. Sometimes you can't find it. How it goes, folks. Yep, don't see it. So we'll jump back to live. 16 laps to go. See the end of this race. Really do appreciate you guys tuning in for us tonight. Hope you're enjoying it. We're getting ready. We're excited for in the real world racing for NASCAR this weekend at the Nashville Superspeedway under the lights as well. Could be some really great action. They did put, I think, some kind of traction compound on the track for NASCAR. Of course, we don't have it here at the sim tonight. But hey, it should be a really great time to watch those races this weekend. And with our guys here tonight, kind of just warming us up for the weekend. If you do like what you see, you want to catch us in the future, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Really helps us out. And we're also being sponsored tonight here by Trackside Graphics. If you need a livery, a logo, or a great design, and you like some of the designs you see on track, which are done by Trackside Graphics, contact Austin via his email here, tracksidegraphics2026@gmail.com, and he'll get you all set and ready to go on track looking your best. Also, as I was about to mention, if you want to help us out and support your driver, subscribe to the channel. We do appreciate it. We are live here every Wednesday and Friday night at 8:45 Eastern. Every Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday night is the Craftsman Trucks Premier Series, our top series. And here on Friday night, we have our Vanquish ARCA series. Also, hit the notification bell. We do have special events. We like to do endurance racing in GT3 and GTP cars. So if you're kind of into that as well, you want to watch some of our shenanigans on those tracks, hit the notification bell and you'll be notified anytime we run a special event like the Daytona 24 or the 24 Hours of Spa. There's some 12-hour races mixed in there and a few 6-hour races. Lights are out on top of that pace car. Means we are going green next time by. Got a great field here tonight. 31 cars started the race. If you're interested in a well-run, clean series, make sure you contact Lori via the Facebook and the Discord links you see there on your screen. That's a good link for both the ARCA series here on Friday nights and the Craftsman Truck series on Wednesday nights. We're making our way through 3 and 4. You're going to see this pace car pull off, and we're going to get after it. I just feel it, folks, here with 15 laps to go. I don't think that's the last caution of the night, as we're going to finish up 6th caution right now. He's coming down to the restart zone. Chris Gomes will have control. Right there it is. And there he goes. He launches. The great launch. But Dylan Brighton at 51 is there. Looking to be the spoiler here for Gomes. And he really drove it deep into that corner. You saw that from the overhead shot. 99 of Albert Anderson's there in 3rd. Then you have John McAdam and Mike Adamson fighting there for the 4th position. 47 got up underneath the 99 there for 3rd. Looks like he might have a chance to pass as the 51. Also maybe looking to challenge for the lead. 13 laps to go. Got a crash in the back. Alex Anderson may be involved, but no caution right now. One machine of Chris Gomes trying to hang on to it.
I read it down.
He took the pole for this race. He would love to bring home the victory, but 51 wants to be the spoiler. 51's up 11 spots so far tonight. Running in 2nd. Let's see if he has an advantage on tires. He does. Chris Gomes is on old tires. So Dylan Bryant probably going to be able to take the lead here pretty handily. Now, it's not to say maybe the one went down and topped off, and that so the time on pit lane wouldn't show me whether or not he took tires. He was able to successfully fight back on the outside with that momentum track, and now the caution is out again. 7th caution of the night. Looks like this might be Dustin Eaton in the 14 machine. Yep, gets loose. He's in like a snap loose. He's in 1 and 2. Just starts to go around, and it catches as nearly the same spot that he spun out in earlier. Keeps it off the wall though, so keeps it in one piece. He had little rear end damage as you saw there, so it might have affected drivability of that car, causing him to get pretty loose there. All right, it's going to be a little shootout here at the end. Is anybody going to go down pit lane and take a chance? I don't think I would. You tell me if you would, folks out there in the chat, because I just don't think new tires have been like the magic pixie dust to get you to the front here tonight. Yes, it's helped. You have been faster on the long run, but this is a 10-lap shootout, less than 10 laps by the time we go green. You have a set of tires still over the wall there. I just don't think it's going to make a difference. We do see some comers, though. The 82 is like the 5 machine maybe back there. Greg Parmley's coming down. Yeah, we do have some takers, though. They're going to try for it. Maybe they'll gain some positions. I don't know if they're going to be able to get to the front. You got Mike Evers was the first one down, and you got Ryan Walton. As you saw earlier, he suffered a half spin that put him to the back of the field. See if he has any tires left there. He must have been running low on fuel then. Surprised he did that. Must have been pretty tight. Jump back up to the front here. Lights are still on that pace car. Let's look at TBM racing here. Hey, Chris Goins, a sound in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Yeah, buddy. I got you, Alan. What's up?
Hey, just a quick question for you. I know you got another lap of caution here. You got the tires to hold off the 41. I saw that your time on pit lane was pretty short, but maybe you topped off from fuel or something. How are you feeling right now?
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the car feels okay. That last pit stop that we all came down to take tires, I only took 2 rights. So I'm on older lefts. I just needed to gain a little bit of track position. So we'll see how they hold up. I mean, the car feels good, but there's nothing that beats 4 fresh ones, right?
Yeah, well, we'll find out. There's about 8 or 9 laps here. Good luck to you, man. And you're racing with TBM, correct?
Correct, yes.
All right, buddy. Hey, good luck, and we'll see. Put on a show for us. Hopefully, you bring it home in one piece.
Thank you, buddy. We're certainly going to try.
All right, bud. Out here. All right, Chris Gomes there, your current leader. Slight tire deficit there to Dylan Bryant in second. This restart's definitely going to be key. Dylan Bryant has the best tires up front that I can see, all the way down to 6th position. Trevor Robertson is the first car on fresh tires, other than your second place driver right there in the 51. So Albert Anderson and Mike Adamson round out your top 2 rows. We'll see what happens here. We're saying, I want to check what happened to the 14. Yeah, we found that. Jeremy Gammon out saying, no, not Walton. That's from earlier when you saw Walton get that half spin. It dropped into the back of the field. Here we go. Was that the last caution? I don't think so. But it's key to be out front when they come out. Here's the restart zone. And there he goes. Number 1 machine gets a good jump. Really good jump with 8 laps to go. Can he hold on to it? 51 is going to have to get up there. 99 is coming through to take over third. Over Mike Adamson. America's driver on the hunt here. Coming to 7 laps to go. If he gets up here and starts fighting. Oh, look, he's going to get around up alongside the 51. He's looking to take over second, and he has it. Caution is out. Albert Anderson is on. Looks like nearly equal tires with Chris Gomes, so I don't know. I don't know what happened to Dylan Bryant there. See what happened with the caution. So I didn't think it was going to be the last one. Alex Anderson is involved in the crash along with Austin Fassett. Take a quick look.
It'd be fun to finish this one in the green.
Here's Anderson here in the 22.
Not down it.
Just trying to stay off the car in front of him. Yeah, he seemed to have to check up for the car in front of him. Got a little wiggle just as the 30 was coming alongside of Fassett. And then that's what brings out the caution. Fassett ends up half spinning and bringing his car back into the 22. And that's what happened there, folks. Get a word with Albert Anderson, America's driver. Hey, Albert Anderson, down in the booth. What do you got me?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, man, you've run up here in 2nd place. You got a shot to win this race. How's your car feeling?
The nose is really starting to push a lot, especially off of 3 and 4. So I'm having to get out of it way early, and I'm losing a lot on exit. But the car's fast. It's been fast all night. I think I started, I had a bad qualifying, so I started 15th or 16th, something like that. So car's got speed in it. We'll see what happens. Just gotta see if we can get around Chris here.
Yeah, man, you guys are pretty much what I can tell on even tires. Both went on 121, and you didn't take 4 tires at that point, correct?
Yeah, I only took 2 right side or left sides.
I think he did maybe the same. So this should be an interesting battle between you guys, man. I know it's going to be a show, and you got Dylan Bryant sitting there with 4 freshes, and you had a whale of a run on him to get around him. Don't know if he had a mistake or what happened there for you to get around him for second, but I'm sure you don't mind taking it.
Yeah, he pushed up a little bit on entry there. He got caught up in Chris's draft and lost the nose, and I had a big run there on the bottom. But myself, Dylan, and Adamson, we're lined up 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right now. We're teammates. So we're going to get up here and get after it and see if one of us can get this win.
All right, All-Star Racing is on the hunt there for the dumpster fire number 1, huh?
Yeah, we're going to get it. We got 5 laps to go, so I'm starting in a bad position right here on the outside. On the restart, you'd much rather be starting on the bottom. So I might end up losing a spot or 2 to Chris or Dylan here, but we'll see what happens.
Well, hey man, I'll let you get refocused as you're heading down the backstretch here, and I really thank you for talking to me. Do you have any quick shout outs before I let you go?
Just a shout out to everybody that's in the chat watching, all my family. You know, my Aunt Edith, Aunt Kathy, Mom, Dad, my daughter, they're all tuning in, my cousin Aaron, and everybody else who's out in the chat. Everybody that comes out to support the league, all of you guys.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, your cousin Aaron's at STM Kitchen and Grill, right?
Yeah, TM.
Yeah. He's been out there.
Lori, especially, you know.
No, hey, buddy, thank you, and good luck. Get focused here, and we'll see what you got.
Yeah, we're going to get her locked in and see what happens.
All right, buddy. Thanks for talking to me. All right, Albert Anderson, as we're getting ready to go back to green here. Right on his nose. We'll see. The number one gets a launch first once we get to the restart zone, so we'll see how good of a launch he gets. Restart zone is in the green right here. You see coming to you.
Green, green, green.
Oh, he gets... That is not a great launch by the one machine. The 99 is going to have a chance here, folks. Really tight here. Going into 1 and 2. One is getting the advantage here, but let's see if he gets it off. If the 99 can get to his rear, he's not going to get there, though. The one machine is going to prevail. Oh, somebody just swiped the wall there, about mid-pack. Now the race is on for second at the moment. Let's see. 4 laps to go. Chris Gomes trying to hang on here for the victory here tonight over Team All-Star, who are racing each other for second position right now. The 88, the 99, and the 51. 3 laps to go. Well, Chris Gomes can't wait to get to it. If he can get to the white flag, the next flag will end it. So if they wreck right now, there is an opportunity for a green-white checker. There's one green-white checker opportunity in this series. Can they make it? 2 laps to go.
Sorry, 5.
99's hanging on to second place. Caution is out. We're going to green-white checker, folks. Man, that is not what Chris Gomes wanted to see. But that's what he's going to get. There's going to be an overtime finish here tonight, folks. It looks like the pace cars want to get in on racing action here. You saw the way he came off pit lane there. Let's find out what happened. Bring out that caution. Looks like the number 5 machine. I hate it for you Walton fans out there, but looks like he was involved in this, and he had to jump to the pit. So let's go find out, see what the circumstances were. He's right here in the 5 machine on the outside at 29. Oh, looks like he gets together with the 29. Man, a few cars involved in this, not just the 5. I'm going to get another look at this from a different angle. All right, so here we are. We're watching.
I just want to make sure you heard me apologize there. I did not mean to do that.
Brian Walton.
I heard you, buddy. Thank you.
Into turn here. It looks like the 29 just comes up off the bottom. Either thought he was clear. Definitely wasn't clear.
Thanks, Lori.
22 gets it, or that's a 23. Yeah, it's like a Warren got involved there to 29. McCoy. And you're watching Walton just get demolished coming out of turn 4 here.
Lucky dog coming high. Lucky dog coming high.
Like he's still on pit lane. Don't know if he's going to make it off. Finish up this race. I don't see him in the chat, folks. I'm looking for him. I'm going to try to get a word with him. There he is. OG Racing. Hey, Ryan Walton. It's Alan in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. You were super fast tonight. Welcome to the league, first of all. I think it's the first time I've spoken to you. Welcome, but it's been a rough night for you overall. I just wanted to mention that you looked super fast out of the night and just, ask you what happened there in that circumstance from your point of view.
He just got really tight and come up into me, and with these few laps, I wasn't gonna just give up. So it's just a racing deal.
All right, man. Well, I got you in the booth. I usually ask guys before I let them go if they have any shout outs for anybody out there watching. You got fans in the chat, by the way, pulling for you all night.
I appreciate it. Thank you for all their support, and go get her next week.
All right, buddy. Sounds good. Welcome again. It happens. I know it doesn't feel good, but I just want to get a quick word with you. Thanks for talking to me, and good luck next week.
Thank you, sir.
All right, guys, there's Ryan Walton. We're going to jump back up here because we're going to have a shootout. Green, white, checker finish. So the way this is going to work is Chris Gomes will control the restart here. He will launch first, but we'll get the green flag. Then if we wreck, if we have a wreck on that first lap, there's only a 2-lap shootout. If there's a wreck on the first lap, caution comes out, end of the race. If we don't wreck and it comes around and he takes the white flag and there's a subsequent caution, not a caution rather, but a wreck, iRacing will not throw the caution. They'll race it out to the end. I'll let you know what happens. Here we go. And there he goes. Great launch by the one, better than the last time. And he's going to need it. The fight is on for second place. That's exactly what your leader, Chris Gomes, wants to see. We'll look off the back deck at his pursuers. 99's really fighting out on the outside of the 88 of Adamson. Coming around. Going down the backstretch. All he wants to see is the next flag, whether that's a yellow or the white, or rather the checker. Here we go. 3 and 4, looking for the white flag. And there it is. One more lap to go. He's got a great lead because they're battling it out for second place right behind him. And we're going to check that out. Look at this. Almost 4 wide. They're wrecking. 47 to 88, 99 in the wall. That's a pileup, folks. We're going to have to go back and take a look at that. Second place, Mike Adamson gets through. Chris Gomes is going to be your winner here, though. Coming around out of a 3 and 4 for the final time. Chris Gomes is going to be your champion, taking the checkered flag here in Nashville. What a night of racing, folks. What a great night of racing. He did a great job. Don't go anywhere if you're out there watching, because we are going to interview your winner.
Good win, Chris. Good win.
Along with maybe second and third. Depends on what Lori wants to do. But before we do that, I'm going to jump back over here. We're going to take a look at what happened on that last lap. Man, that was a well of a fight for second place that ended in heartbreak for these guys.
Good job, Chris. Appreciate you. Yeah,
Here we
Chris,
go.
good job, brother. Thanks, Albert. Sorry about that pit road thing again.
No, it's all good, man.
All right, we're going to get over here. Let's take a look.
I bet it looked pretty cool, though.
Oh, yeah, the replay will be badass.
Oh, yep, that's it right here. So this is the right spot. We'll take a look at several angles. We'll get this overhead shot at the moment. Inside line, they just bump, and then it comes back up. Pushes those guys into the outside wall. Man, almost the entire field was involved in this. Back it up one more time. We're going to look at this from the chopper view.
Good job, Chris.
Right on board with George Rincon, but it all happens right here in front of him. Those 4 cars up forward, 3 or 4 more right here. I mean, 75, 27, 28, you name it. Gordon Spain, Jonathan Osborne, Timmy McAdam, Brian Rose, Mike Everidge, all involved in that accident. And there were certainly others. We're going to jump back over here to your race winner. Mr. Chris Gomes. We're going to interview him right now. If you hold on, give me 1 second to pull it up here in the booth, folks. What a great race here tonight, Nashville Superspeedway. He put on a show. He was able to hold off those hungry hounds right there behind him. But now I'm talking to the man himself. Number 1, Chris Gomes, bringing it home P1 here after getting the pole to start the race. How does it feel, Chris?
Oh, well, you know, anytime you come away with a victory, you definitely feel good. As a racer, you are kind of disappointed when you don't get to race it out. I saw a big old crash there behind me coming into one on that last lap. I don't know exactly what happened, but you know, it'd been nice to be able to race it out. But you never complain about a victory.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, I talked to you a little bit earlier. You certainly had to play the strategy a lot tonight. These cautions, kind of the way they failed, could have really thrown you off, but you were able to overcome that. bring it home top step of the podium. I don't know. I'm going to take a quick look. How many wins is that for Vigilante Vanquish for you this season? Let me take a look real quick. You happen off the top of your head, it is 3, man. 3 wins here so far out of the 4 races. You have won 75% of the races here at the beginning of the season. You're on a roll right now, 126. You're obviously the points leader by 20 points over Albert Anderson. How does that feel?
Hey, anytime you can have a points lead, it's a lot of fun. But never get too comfortable with a guy like Albert and those guys behind. So got to keep the momentum down and see if we can keep pushing forward to Atlanta next week.
No doubt. We had some newcomers in here tonight as well, man. They look super fast. So we might have some new players you're going to have to contend with as well. The 5 machine comes to mind as one of those cars.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of fast guys in here. I mean, anybody can kind of win week in, week out. It's fun to be able to race, with these guys, and appreciate everybody racing clean. I know I tried to kill Albert on the pit road on accident. Completely my fault, but it's always nice when you can recover. Both of you can recover. You touch and do stuff like that, but none the worse for wear. You both can kind of recover and have decent finishes out of it. So, I look forward to racing these guys the rest of the season.
Yeah, man, that certainly takes a sting out of it whenever not only you, but the guy that you were connected to was able to recover as well. You guys were starting side by side on those last restarts, so it certainly didn't hurt your night. But before I let you go, man, we're headed to Legacy Atlanta Motor Speedway. I love that place. How are you feeling about your chances next week? And do you have any shout-outs for teams, fans, or family?
I like it. Legacy Atlanta. I like it much more than I do the new Atlanta. I think we'll be contending again. It's loose track, wears your tires out, pretty crazy. If it goes green, I think you're going to see a lot of strategy come into play. And those are the kind of races that I do enjoy. So hopefully we can, kind of keep the momentum rolling. So just want to shout out my teammate over here at Track Bar Motorsports, Brian Rose. I know he got caught up in that last wreck on the last lap, but he ran great all night. Jesse couldn't be here; he had prior engagements, but we'll have him back hopefully next week. So, and shout out to you and Lori for everything that you guys do, both from the admin side and the broadcast side. So it's always a good time. So, and then hopefully she enjoyed the Elite Dumpster Toyota Camry. We'll maybe run it again sometime this season.
Yeah, I called out the dumpster there, and I told her, I said in the broadcast that you ran it just especially for her. So, hey, man, great job, bring it home, top step of the podium. Look forward to seeing you at Legacy Atlanta. It should be a great race, and have a great weekend, man.
Thank you, buddy. You too.
All right, Chris Gomes, your winner here tonight, folks, bringing it home, top step of that podium, and doing it in fine fashion, I might add. Let's take a look and see what else we have. Before we wrap things up, let's take a look at those results. And there they pop up. Okay, top step of the podium, Chris Gomes, Mike Adamson second. Even after that contact on the last lap. Dylan Bryant third. Luke Chadwick bringing it home fourth, up 17 spots for the night. Looks like he may be the big winner there, Lori, for the hardest charger. Luke Chadwick up 17 spots to fourth. Scott Tice fifth. Dustin Eaton recovers to sixth. Great run considering he had a couple of spins there. Albert Anderson seventh. In eighth place, John McAdam. Dylan Simmons ninth. Trevor Robertson 10th. Brian Rose 11th. 12th, Aaron Warren. 13th, Stoney Benfield. 14th, Greg Parmalee. Mike Everidge in 15th. 16th, Jonathan Osborne. 17th, George Rincon. 18th is Tim McAdam Sr. 19th, Timmy McAdam. 20th, Gordon Spain. 21st, Colin Decker. 22nd, Brett McCoy. 23rd was Ryan Walton. Had a tough night. Was super fast here tonight. We'll expect to see him be a contender when we hit Atlanta. 24th, Dalton Scaife. Austin Fassett, 25th. 26th, you have Alex Anderson. 27th, John Gallagher. 28th, Michael Brooks. 29th, Andrew Cawthon. Joseph Canales in 30th. And Kelly Kill ends our lineup in 31st. And that's it, folks, for us tonight. One more time, I want to say thank you to our sponsor, Trackside Graphics. If you're looking for liveries, logos, or designs, contact Austin via the email you see at the bottom of your screen, and he will get you fixed up. Thank you for coming on board the VRL family this season for both of our series there, Austin. Trackside Graphics. And with that, folks, I think that's going to be it. As I mentioned, we are headed out to Legacy Atlanta next week. Make sure you tune in Friday, 5 June, no later than 8:45 Eastern, and we'll get you entertained for the night. But until then, race fans, remember, stay sharp, stay fast, and above all else, stay vigilante, and we will see you next time. Good night.
This ain't your mama's racing stream.